And let's also take a moment to welcome in the third member of our stream team this evening, and a very warm hello to Val Simpson. Everybody,
Hola, friends.
yeah, Val.
Hola.
Val, who have you been on stream in Espanol?
Yes, we were just streaming with Jerry, keeping everybody up to date. Our Hispanic community here in the Tampa Bay area with what was going on in terms of the storms and all the tornado warnings that we were getting. We were reporting live, and since we can't do the wall-to-wall coverage right now, we're able to do it in streaming. So I just came from there.
Yeah, that's really so, guys. We stream in English, we stream in Spanish on tampaoy.com. I mean, how cool is that we can stream in multiple languages here on WFLA.com?
Very cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, and it's all a testament to Jerry and Val. And anyone who knows somebody who who speaks primarily Spanish or exclusively Spanish, let them know that if they want local news and weather coverage, it's tampaoy.com.
Tampaoy.com. We also have a Facebook page. You can find us as Tampa Oy. We also have a YouTube page, Noticias Tampa Hoy. You can tune in every night, Monday through Friday at 10:30 through our CW Tampa Bay for Noticias Tampa Hoy in Spanish. So definitely we have a YouTube channel, the Facebook also. We're live on the webpage, tampahoy.com, and of course also in our broadcasting newscast in Spanish at 10:30. Monday to Friday.
All right. Sarah Elizabeth Edmonds wants to know, Eric, can you do a
you are.
Zoom work for us?
I read your mind.
East Polk towards Lake Wales.
Yep.
How much can we zoom in here?
Can we? Yep. What I want to do is I want to put a cone on that. So let's zoom in toward Lake Wales. There we are. And right now, I mean, things are quiet, but you look just off to the west, you see the heavy rain. So we'll throw a cone on here, see how long this is going to take. And again, this is moving so fast. It's moving like 40 miles per hour. So again, Lake Wales, it's going to be over top of you shortly. It's not going to take too long. Of course, there are many cities before Lake Wales, but I would say in the next 20 minutes or so, you're going to really start to see that heavy rain. And by the time we hit 6:30, 6:45, everything's all going to be said and done.
Yeah.
Val, one thing I was hoping you could check, and Eric, feel free to do the same. I'm trying to get some information on power outages in the viewing area.
Yeah. So
Do you have the...
Yeah. So let me bring up the graphic here on power outages.
Yeah, we did have a...
Here we are.
There it is.
And so I can query these so 7,000 in Sarasota County. That's a lot.
Let me get rid of this comment. We can see a little better. Okay, 7,000 down there towards Northport in Sarasota County.
Yeah, Manatee, not much. Hillsboro, 2,000. Pasco, 2,000 ish. And again, these are rough estimates. Not so much in Polk County. Hernando, 1,500, and in I got two mice. If you viewers could only see this two mice thing we deal with, you would laugh at us. I'm not sure if the 1,500. Let me click on this 1,500. All right. Well, you get an idea. The further north you go, the fewer power outage reports you're going to see.
But that's a few people there without power right now. Especially in those southern counties.
All right, here we go. All right, let me get rid of the last couple so that we can make this look good. Everyone knows I'm a perfectionist, so everything has to be lined up and looking good. Okay, so let's do Citrus County first.
By the way, we're still in a severe thunderstorm warning for DeSoto County.
Yeah.
That's set to expire at 6:15. Okay. So we're watching that as well.
Okay. So Citrus Hernando, we're not really looking at all that much. Pasco County, Hillsboro, a couple thousand. We didn't do Pinellas. Pinellas 4,500. And that would make sense, especially because of the possibility of a tornado.
in that area,
just south of St. Petersburg. So right now it's looking like Sarasota, but that makes sense because the heaviest rain is over Sarasota County right now. So a lot of times you get those strong gusty wind. It'll knock power out for a little while, and then whether it comes back on its own or the power crews are right on it. It doesn't take them too long.
Sometimes they do it as a precaution measure as well, just in case, so that no fires start up. And
yeah. So for now, this Sarasota County, the most power outages, still several thousand in the Bay Area.
Let's go to Malacy wants to know, coming your way, Val, asking about current situation going on right now in Manatee County. Maybe you can drive some maps here for
Manatee
Val.
County. If you can let me look at what's going on here. So let's see. We can still see this line of storms that is headed in direction southeast. It's going to continue moving. What do we have in Manatee right now?
Not much in Bradenton.
No,
but
it's
Mayaca
light
City,
to moderate.
Yeah, Mayaca City is seeing the heaviest of the rain, but it's pretty much getting out of
that area.
You see this little edge of Manatee County, Sandy, Edgeville. Look, Edge. I guess that's why they call it Edgeville, because it's kind of like a little edge there. Honore and Sarasota County. So the worst is pretty much over in Manatee County. Although severe thunderstorm warning still in effect. On the extreme eastern side, I think Duet, you're out of the woods. Mayaca Head, you're out of the woods. Mayaca City, extreme eastern Manatee County, still looking at the possibility of strong gusty wind with that heavy rain.
I want to show you guys. Check this out. We haven't looked at this in a while, but let's go live to the WFLA tower camera located in downtown Tampa. It's almost got like a very curious hue here, Eric.
A little brightness, huh?
Is that's some light, right?
Yeah. Kind of looks like, kind of like a Saharan dust type of.
Okay, so tornado watch is canceled for Hernando and Hillsborough County, which doesn't, again, that's expected. What else? So, what else? Citrus. I'm surprised they haven't discontinued it for Pinellas yet. But that's the Tampa Bay area. This tornado watch, you'll see, this red will be gone momentarily.
We're still waiting. Let's get back to our major headline. It's on the bottom of your screen here.
Yep.
We're still awaiting confirmation of a tornado touching down in the Tampa Bay area, right, Eric? We haven't heard anything about a touchdown.
Not yet. It's probably going to take a little while for crews, especially if it's by the Air Force Base, to get down there and, survey whatever damage. I don't know how many homes are, how far away from MacDill you have to go to get homes. I don't think the tornado was quite in the neighborhoods, which is good. But you would think that someone at MacDill might report it. But in the coming hours, we'll see. But I think by tomorrow, JB, tomorrow morning, we're going to know if there were any tornadoes that did touch down.
All right, I can confirm that we are going to be doing another 15 minutes on stream, another 15 minutes. So this is a last call for your questions and comments. Anything you want to shout out, anything you want to point out, or anything you want to get answered, you've got Val Simpson, our English-speaking, Spanish-speaking, bilingual weather anchor here at WFLA News Channel 8. Eric Stone, meteorologist here at WFLA, and myself. I'm the guy that presses all the buttons and makes sure that your voice is heard in the comment section with our hashtag system. So please let us know.
Yeah. I think, Eric, this definitely seems like it's going to be the kind of winter that we're going to be seeing. Is that right? And it's all due to El Nino.
So far, the last couple of months have been like this. It seems like one cold front after the other.
Mm-hmm.
The last cold front didn't have severe weather on Saturday, but it was close. It was borderline. There were some possible water spouts out in the Gulf, but nothing really materialized. The front last week, I believe it was Tuesday.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like every 2 or 3 days there's a front coming through.
Yep.
The key here is that we actually got the warm air. We didn't have that with the previous fronts. When the high's only in the 60s and the cold front comes through, and now the high is still in the 60s, you need that warm and cold air to clash, as well as the subtropical jet to be over top of us to really get all the ingredients. Of course, El Nino year, you do get that subtropical jet, but we didn't have the strong southerly flow ahead of the previous several cold fronts like we did today. The south wind at 30 miles per hour, gusting to 50. And when you get something like that, and you've got all the ingredients in place, and it was almost 80 degrees here. It was 79 degrees in Tampa. So the warm air was here. The cold air is on the way. The wind shift's happening right now. I mean, a typical cold front during El Nino season. So we'll be looking out for more of these. Be nice to not get any more of these. But and a couple months ago, we did have that tornado outbreak in the Tampa area too. So typical El Nino season.
Now, what is tomorrow going to look like, though? Are we still
beautiful?
Tell me about it.
I'm going to sleep all day. It's not. It's going to be too cold for me.
But it will definitely be a complete contrast from what we're seeing now. Is that
not
right?
even tomorrow? In the next couple hours, this rain in Tampa is going to be gone. You know, by 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock, we're not going to have any showers at all.
No.
And by the overnight, we're going to start to see a clearing. And you know what else during El Nino season is a lot of times we've had a cold front and it's been cloudy afterwards, and usually we're supposed to get the sun afterwards, give us a break. Well, it looks like we will get the sun this time around.
Yeah.
So tomorrow's going to be a sunny day and the wind dies down. It's going to be a beautiful day. I mean, the high's only going to be in the mid 60s, but
nice.
at least, some people like it really cool. I mean, I was in California where the highs were in the 50s and low was around 40. Oof. And I was freezing.
That's too cold.
Like I drink a lot of
40s, that's not
I drink a lot of iced tea. That's my thing. I don't drink alcohol. And when I'm holding my to-go iced tea, which is another stone cold deal, always ask for a to-go iced tea.
What about a hot tea?
Well, when I go to a restaurant and I have a steak dinner, I don't want to drink hot tea. But I did go to a place called the Old Spaghetti Factory. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Where's
in
the
California?
Old Spaghetti? That's California.
In Riverside, yeah. So they had one in Salt Lake City. You walk in and it almost looks like you're in a church. You got wood floors, wood like benches. Oh my gosh, and the food is amazing. Good Italian food. But like when I'm carrying an iced tea and I drink 3 of them and I walk outside, I got something cold in my hand and I'm like, and I start freezing. And then I got to try to win 15 grand. So that's not too easy. All right, now we're really getting offshore.
You're getting.
I like that. We're not getting off topic.
We're getting offshore.
Yep.
So
that's how I say it.
But bringing it back to tomorrow, we're going to see it's going to be a nice day overall.
Yeah, it'll be really nice.
But however, on next Monday, is there another front coming in? I was looking at. I don't want to get ahead. I know that we're watching.
There's a front. There's a warm front coming in late Thursday into Friday. A cold front coming in Friday night.
Yeah.
Another warm front coming in Monday with a strong cold front next Tuesday. So we'll definitely be monitoring that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to be busy here at the Weather Center.
It's like every 3 to 4 days, 2 to 3 days.
Yeah.
Call it what you will.
Yes.
It's El Nino, everybody. Like Rebecca said, I didn't move down here to get cold every single day. I live in Florida. I should be at 80 degrees. Come on, Mother Nature, please.
I know. We've gotten a lot of complaints from a lot of the viewers. They're like, what's going on this winter?
Well, you know what's happening in New Hampshire right now?
Tell me.
My parents are getting a blizzard. And they're getting feet of snow.
So I guess we shouldn't be.
I'd much rather be here.
We shouldn't be complaining, I guess.
Yep, I'd much rather be here.
Yeah.
Nancy is probably here in Florida wanting to know about Melbourne.
So yeah, if these storms do hold together in the next 45 minutes to an hour, Melbourne could at least be seeing. And look at this now, downtown Orlando. And remember, I was watching this earlier, and look at the purple shade. You think red is bad? Purple is worse. Now, just the meteorologist, geeky, nerdy side of me wants to put velocities on this in Orlando just to see. Oh, wow. Look at that. Look at that. So you see where the red and the green meet, and you see the bright green and the brightest red south of Millennial Mall, or Mall of Millennia. I like calling it Millennial Mall. I have sayings for things like onshore, whatever. 417 east of the Turnpike.
Did you click and see the velocity of the wind?
Yeah. So that's the other thing I like to do. I don't think we're going to get 100 between the two. 50 in one direction and 22. So definitely rotation just south of, it's actually pretty close to the airport. I think the airport is right in this neck of the woods, somewhere in here, or maybe further to the north. But yeah, so anyway, tornado warning in that part of Orlando. But as far as Melbourne, it looks like...
And we have another commenter asking for Polk County after that.
Yeah, as far as Melbourne, it's going to take a little while. It looks like, okay, so this severe thunderstorm warning is outside of Polk County. So it is outside of Davenport. So let's go back to.
Yeah, wow, just by a bit, huh?
Yeah. Well, the National Weather Service in Melbourne, their jurisdiction ends in Polk County. So they couldn't they couldn't extend that in. Tampa would have to issue that. So let's go to reflectivity. If I get rid of my two mice problem here.
By the way, we did have, I don't know if you guys talked about this earlier, but more than 20 cancellations at the Tampa International Airport, 23 to be exact, and 175 delays were reported in the Tampa International Airport.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Probably right now, Orlando Airport is a screaming halt.
Yeah.
Especially being under a tornado warning. I'm sure there's no flights coming in or going out. Polk County, was there a location, JB, or just anywhere?
It's just general Polk County.
Basically, if you live west of 17, no, you're still not quite out of the woods. Bartow to Fort Meade, you still got some pretty heavy rain and strong wind up and down 17 and 98 where it intersects for a little while. Once you get toward Lakeland, you're fine. You'll get some on and off showers. Winter Haven, pretty much all said and done. Polk City, not much more. Auburndale. Haines City down toward Lake Wales, especially Lake Wales, you're going to be in for it in the next few minutes.
And let's go to Dennis. Hashtag HJB. Before you sign off, what can be expected in Avon Park? It's getting close here. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, you know what's interesting is this now it's a broken line, which typically happens when these fronts move west to east and the further south you go. We are seeing some purple around Wauchula. They are under severe thunderstorm warning. I wouldn't be surprised if some of these severe thunderstorm warnings did get pushed off to the east in the coming minutes or hours. Not really seeing, maybe some weak rotation, but definitely not strong enough. Let's put a query on it to see what the wind speeds are in this bright green. 53 miles per hour. 56. Okay. So, this is all heading toward Avon Park and Sebring. It's going to take about 30 minutes or so from now, but I wouldn't be surprised if you got strong gusty wind. So if you do have anything outside and you're east of where I'm showing you right here, east of that line of rain, you definitely want to bring it in quickly. You might have some potted plants or any loose objects that could blow around. It will get windier, Sebring, Avon Park, Lake Placid, the next 30 minutes or so.
Check this out. We got this comment too from Denise saying hashtags for all three of us, saying Port Tampa at Wall Street. I just brought this up. That's right there by West Shore Elementary, and saying that that Wall Street has damage from what we think was a tornado. Oh, wow. Crazy. And thank you for your coverage. I'm going to pass this along to our team because we might be able to send somebody to.
And this is right in this general area.
Yeah,
South Tampa.
Yeah. Go. I
don't know why this popped up.
Go to really.
Where are you reading? Where did they say West Shore Elementary or in that location?
No. I'm saying West Shore Elementary, but that's basically right there. It's.
So here's
right
Wall
off
Street.
McDill.
Here's Wall Street.
Yeah, you found it.
Yep, and that's exactly where. And okay, so and we'll make it even more interesting and put that. Come on, Max. The sheer swath. There it is. Look, see that yellow?
Yeah, look at that.
And that's exactly where we had talked about the extreme rotation and possible tornado.
We're going to send a crew down that way.
Oh,
if
yeah.
they're not there already.
Like I said, I'm 98% sure that some sort of tornado touchdown.
And we're gonna you know what, Chelsea, we're coming back to you really quickly. Putnam County in Florida.
All right, let's get out of this here.
Putnam is
Crescent City.
North.
That's the Crescent City.
It says in parentheses Crescent City.
Isn't that farther north?
It's not in our it in our area?
No. I'm not sure.
Well, okay, no, it's right. That's why I got a little lost there. Putnam County is just east of Gainesville, but Crescent City is just included in southeastern Putnam County.
So is Gainesville Putnam County? Or is this Putnam County?
Gainesville is not located. All right, let me see the map.
So it must be just east.
Just north side Lake George. Go to Lake George. Ocala, east of Ocala. Yeah,
There
see,
it is.
go more east. There's Crescent City up.
All right, a little higher.
Oh, there
you
we
go.
are. There we are.
Yeah,
Okay.
there we
Looks like light to moderate to me, Eric. What do
Yeah. Crescent City. There's not much left. I mean, this is just light rain, and it'll be all pretty much said and done the next 10 minutes or so. Yeah, the worst is long over.
Yeah.
And then we'll end out here with Chelsea. This is one of our great moderators, by the way.
Hi, Chelsea.
Team Brittany, Lynn, Chelsea. We had some great moderators. Moderators, hat tip to you. They always do amazing work, and they do it out of the kindness of their hearts. So thank you guys for hanging out with us on stream. We've been live for 4.5 hours as of that second. Actually, that was our 4.5 hour mark. Chelsea says, when I lived in Colorado, we had twisters touch down, and we knew pretty fast on the news. Is the system different to detect them here? Maybe we just had more storm chasers. This is a fascinating question for Chelsea.
There were some famous storm chasers in Colorado, and I believe that was where the storm chasers were from that lost their lives in the tornadoes in the plains several years ago. I was actually at the Denver airport when there was a tornado warning years ago, and they have at the Denver airport, which you never think, they have tornado shelters inside.
Oh, how cool.
And you'll see this picture of a tornado, and you think, wow, like I would never think Colorado tornado. But the eastern part of Colorado, where it starts getting flat and you're out of the mountains, that's where you can get a lot of tornadoes to form. Now, the storm chasers don't usually say, oh, I'm going to go to Colorado to chase tornadoes. They want to go to Kansas or Oklahoma. But, maybe it's just easier to see in certain areas, And another thing is the rain-wrapped tornadoes here in Florida, you can't see the tornado because there's rain all around it. So a lot of times, out west, it is a little bit drier. It is a little less humid. You'll get the tornadoes on the front side, typically of the front, just like we do, but you won't see that rain wrapped around it. So you might get a prettier picture of those tornadoes out west versus here where, you might, that might look like a tornado, but now it's raining so hard, we don't know. And then next thing you know, tornadoes wrapped in the rain.
Right.
It's
rain wrapped in the tornado.
It's a great question.
It is.
From Chelsea. And I mean, is the technology that much different across the country, or is it? Do we have any idea?
The technology is the same, and now we have 2 new severe thunderstorm warnings, but they're mainly south. They cover South Sarasota, South Lee, or Lee County, Fort Myers, which we got a lot of questions about Fort Myers. In the next 20 minutes, 20 minutes, Fort Myers, we'll see some of that heavy rain. Northport in our area, still seeing some heavy rain and some strong wind under that severe thunderstorm warning. And it looks like the new warning will be in effect until 7 o'clock. The warning that extends up toward Hardy County, Wauchula, toward Fort Meade, that's going to expire in a couple minutes. So let's see if the Weather Service does issue another warning for east of Wauchula and eventually toward Avon Park and Sebring. But again, you can see we're not seeing the rotation anymore with these storms, but the strong gusty wind, that's going to continue as this front just pushes fast to the east.
And just to confirm on the question that we had last, we'll receive a report from the National Weather Service that will detail where the touchdowns of these tornadoes happen. So that is something that probably by tomorrow, I'm assuming, Eric, that we'll be able to obtain that. In the last episode that we had, that's exactly what happened. They actually confirmed how many warnings were issued, as well as how many tornado touchdowns we officially had.
And we'll get viewers point out, hey, I saw a tornado.
Yeah.
Before the Weather Service will confirm it a lot of the time.
And that was happening with Jeff on air. I mean, Jeff was getting some. We'll sneak this.
She responded. All right.
Yeah. Oh, Chelsea did respond. Said, thanks. It makes a lot of sense. And she said that the tornadoes there weren't usually rain wrapped.
No, because it's less humid. There's just not as much moisture. I mean, we have so much moisture in the Gulf and Atlantic around here.
Shelly says wasn't bad where I live in in Auburndale. Ryan says, what about storm surge with high tide?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
in
Talk
Siesta
about that.
Key.
Talk about storm.
Yeah, but the thing now is we're starting to see the winds die down. Let's look at the current winds, and the worst with this storm is basically now here. Look at Venice at 41. These are wind gusts, and then you go up to Lakewood Ranch on the other side of the front at only 14. Right. Tampa's last hourly observation was 31. But I do expect that to drop next hour.
Yeah.
And again, so these are wind gusts. Let's really quickly just look at the wind speed along the coast. And look, you are seeing onshore wind, right, out of the west, but you're not seeing the 20, 30 miles per hour. Right. So, I wouldn't say there's any storm surge, but I'd say the worst is over. You could have gotten a couple feet of coastal flooding, beach erosion. Places like Treasure Island to Reddington Beach, the beaches of, Pinellas County, where ponding on the roadways and flooding typically occurs. But from now on, I don't think we're going to see any new flooding unless maybe you live down from Venice southward, where you see that dark red shading.
So as the system continues to move south, what's going to happen is the winds are going to change direction. We're going to only go to onshore winds, right? And that's what's going to bring some of these waves. And we might be able to see some of that coastal flooding, like you were saying. We do have a warning for coastal flooding that's in effect until tomorrow morning. Right, Eric?
Yeah, because the high tide's coming in overnight.
Right.
But we're not going to see really strong winds. So I don't think it's going to be as bad as it was a few weeks ago. We had a front. I believe it was on a Saturday night into Sunday morning. And the winds were really strong coming in from the southwest, west, northwest. And they were staying strong even behind the front. But in this case, the wind is not going to be strong behind the front. So I don't think we're going to see nearly as much coastal flooding as we saw during that event a few weeks ago. And we didn't really see all that much a few weeks ago. Yeah. So even though there are coastal flood warnings, hey, better be safe than sorry.
Sure.
It's really what already happened. It's the southwest wind that was so strong, and then the wind accompanying these storms that were so strong that's going to cause that coastal flooding. Right. From now on, I think it's going to be, improving. I don't think we're going to see any uptick in coastal flooding between now and tomorrow morning. Okay. And maybe, that flood warning will expire sooner than later.
Okay. We'll look into that. Yeah, we'll continue.
But I like the fact that you see the winds are very slim.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's true.
We got one or two more questions and comments. We got Eric.
New severe thunderstorm warning. This is what I suspected in Highlands County. So let's see. This is probably Avon Park and Sebring. Yep, exactly. So this warning is in effect until 7 o'clock, and it does include Sebring and Avon Park in Highlands County. And again, this is that line of rain that just to the east of Wauchula, you're seeing those strong wind, and I still want to look at the velocities once I can get my mouse to cooperate with me.
Sebring is also inside that area.
So, there's a little rotation south of Zolfos. There's a little rotation here just east of 17 in the center of your screen. I wouldn't say it's a confirmed tornado whatsoever, but definitely rotation in the atmosphere. But here it is. Here is the strong wind along 64. And let's put a query. I bet this is close to 50 miles, 55, 51.
Yeah.
I got to get rid of these two mice. 53. So 50 to 55 mile per hour winds. So these storms are definitely holding together in regard to straight line winds. So that's why we've got that severe thunderstorm warning now extended further east of Wauchula, Zolfo Springs, Avon Park, and Sebring as we head toward the 7 o'clock hour.
Real quick, we got to get these in before we wrap up. Lori says, #AJB now. It's rolling thunder and lightning in the distance in Lake Placid.
Wow, you hear it.
Yeah.
You hear it that far away.
Wow.
Lake Placid is pretty far south.
And they're hearing it.
And you could hear it all the way toward Arcadia. Another 20 or so minutes, Lake Placid, you're going to be in the mix too. And I wouldn't be surprised if, again, these two cells, the one near Wauchula and the one entering DeSoto County, just exiting Northport toward Arcadia, They both have severe warnings on them because of strong gusty wind, and I don't expect that to stop. So I wouldn't be surprised if Southern Highlands County, Lake Placid area is going to get in on the action in regards to possible severe threshold with 55 plus mile per hour winds. So another 20 minutes or so, you got a little time to go outside and take in, anything that might fly around. You don't need debris in your yard.
Turns into missiles.
But by 7 o'clock or so, shortly after, or even before that, 6:45. I don't even know what time it is. 6:20. 20 minutes or so, you'll be getting it.
All right, rapid fire real quick.
All right.
Samantha Beach, is Arcadia out of the woods?
No.
And also asking, is DeSoto County out of the woods regarding tornadoes? So, no, they're not out of the woods yet, Samantha.
No, I mean, regarding tornadoes, no, because, you look at this one little section in the middle of your screen, entering DeSoto County, the green wrapping around the red a little bit. It's very weak rotation. I don't foresee tornado forming, but you're definitely not out of the woods as of yet.
Okay, really quickly, Dennis says starting to see tornado-like lightning. I don't know what that. I don't know what that means. Tornado-like lightning north of Avon Park, frost-proof. I'm not sure what that means.
No, I've never heard that as a term. But you've got that purple. You've got some heavy rain on 64 heading toward Avon Park in the next 5-10 minutes. So, again, it's going to be very windy. You don't want to have anything outside your yard.
WSP is Port St. Lucie safe. We've been talking about Port St. Lucie. That's going to be a few hours still.
Port St. Lucie,
couple 2
probably
hours?
it's probably more like hour and a half or so.
Wow. Yeah, it's. I mean, this line's picked up a little bit of speed, hasn't it?
It seems to be. Yeah, the southern end. It's a broken line. You can see in Hardee County, it kind of breaks apart, and then it reforms in DeSoto down toward Charlotte County.
And then really quickly, Polk near Haines City. Are they out of it?
Not quite. You're almost out of it. You've got some heavy rain just east of 27, but for the brunt of it is out of your neighborhood. Lake Wales, you've got another 5-10 minutes. Frostproof. Give it about 10 minutes or so before it's out of your neighborhood.
All right, that's it for the live Q&A, and this is a live picture. Somewhat pretty, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is from downtown Tampa, the aftermath of what we believe to be, and our Max Fender 8 weather team believes to be, a possible tornado, at least one, touching down in the Tampa Bay area. Exactly how many tornadoes touched down and when we get confirmation, that all remains somewhat unclear. Of course, the sites will be investigated. The National Weather Service will be putting out their alerts / advisories and letting us know as to where and when a tornado touched down. Eric, how long does it take for them to determine intensity? EF 0, 1, 2, 3. Is that a couple of weeks?
No. They can go out the next day. They can go out the next day or the second day after. And also, look, the tornado watch is now out of Hillsborough, Pinellas County, Pasco, Hernando, and Citrus, and that will be the case heading into the evening for the rest of the counties.
Val, Eric, any final notes before we wrap up here on stream?
It's been fun as usual. I'd like to meet under better circumstances, JB.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But it's a great, it feels really good to be able to serve the community.
Of course.
Yeah.
In multiple languages.
In multiple languages.
Yeah. Val, of course, and Jerry on TampaOy.com. You saw myself, Eric Stone, Chief Meteorologist Jeff Baradelli, Rebecca Barry, as well as Trevor Sahaki, where we had a cameo appearance from Brittany Muller as well. The entire WFLA News Channel 8 team working on our broadcast today. We really appreciate everybody who participated in this live stream. And then also as well, a shout out to our moderators, our terrific moderators that help keep our comment section kind, respectful, welcoming. They even, put our socials out there, you guys, and remind us to follow our socials. Really just incredible what they do. So thank you guys for helping out and being part of our stream team here at WFLA News Channel 8. From the Stream Center, Val, Eric, and myself, we've got Jeff and Rebecca downstairs doing the broadcast television thing. We really appreciate you guys. Appreciate you joining us here on the live stream. And as a reminder, WFLA.com for all your news headlines, maxdefender8.com for all your weather headlines. We've got you covered. More streams in the weeks ahead. Really quick note. Yeah, you want to make a note.
And noticiastampahoy.com too. Don't forget.
Tampahoy.com, Espanol.
Yeah.
News, weather, all
everything.
Of it.
Yeah, that's where you can find it. Yeah, isn't that great?
Awesome. And then really quickly too, I've got some fun announcements for the weeks ahead. Some cool stuff that I've been working on specifically for our Facebook Live, YouTube Live audience. Stay tuned. The next couple months are going to be really exciting. Can't talk too much about it just yet, but there's going to be some cool stuff happening in the Stream Center that we are so excited to deploy and use, and we're going to be cranking out more content than ever before.
We're
really
excited to hear
All
more
right,
about
can't
that.
wait.
Good job, JB.
All right, everybody, thanks so much for joining us here on Max Defender 8
Thank you,
Live. Really
everybody.
appreciate it. From
Thank
the Stream
you.
Center, Eric
night.
Stone, Val Simpson, I'm JB Buno. We'll see you next time here on Stream. Stay safe out there, folks.
Bye.